Hello, and today I'm going to be trashing on a biased video on dogs called Stop Pretending Dogs Are Useful, made by K None, a biased dog hater. Anyway, let's jump on it.
Snake oil is a term used to describe a worthless product or service that is falsely marketed as a cure for an illness or problem. This is exactly what dogs are.
Gee, I wonder what dumbass reasons he has for this claim.
Dogs are said to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. They are said to lower blood pressure, increase social connection, and encourage exercise. Hell, they are said to improve overall health. And it gets even worse. Dogs are said to have therapeutic value. But in reality, dogs stress people out, including their owners in many cases.
While there are some dogs that do cause stress, that doesn't change that there are some dogs that reduce it, and they have shown to be good therapy animals. But it really all depends on the person. For example, if a person is unable to take care of a dog without getting stressed, then they're going to be stressed. If a person is able to take care of a dog just fine, then they're not going to get stressed, and even have their stress reduced.
And the obvious truth is, you don't need to own a dog in order to exercise, and there are many superior forms of exercise compared to walking a dog.
Yeah, that is obviously true, but the thing is, some people are far less motivated than others, so dogs act as a good motivation for daily exercise.
Dogs blunt our empathy for one another, and often make interactions between people tense and awkward, even dangerous.
That literally only applies to dogs without proper training, as there are a lot of dogs that are actually well behaved, so yeah, that snake oil comparison was shit.
This is what I am so sick and tired of. I am tired of dog nutters trying to act like dogs shit gold, cure cancer, and work diligently to bring about world peace. It's not that much of an exaggeration, considering the fact that these people constantly try to bring up nonsense about how dogs save lives, when in reality, they destroy lives, annoy people, and even take lives.
Yet it is that much of exaggeration, because there are dogs that have saved lives, and you're trying to disregard that fact by saying dogs ruin lives, annoy, and take lives, even though a majority of dogs don't harm people, and far less kill people. And I find it funny that you say it's reality, when reality has shown dogs saving lives.
What's really tiresome is constantly having to respond to dog apologists who immediately start rattling off all the different kinds of working dogs. Police dogs, guide dogs, sled pulling dogs, search and rescue dogs, dogs on farms, Lassie, Rin Tin Tin, Lady and the Tramp, whatever. And here's the thing, the vast majority of dogs in existence are not helpful at all, and are in fact harmful.
That's untrue. As I previously pointed out, with the majority of dogs not harming people, a majority of dogs aren't working dogs, so does that change how useful working dogs are? Short answer, it doesn't.
Not to mention, the usefulness or beneficial applications of these dogs is grossly overstated in many cases. Police K9 unit dogs are a prime example. These apologists don't seem to be aware of the fact that there are so many reasons to oppose the use of those particular dogs. Examples of police dogs needlessly injuring civilians, often ones who are not even suspected of crimes, are not uncommon at all.
Well, you can thank the corrupt police for that.
Police dogs not only create unsafe situations physically, but they can be used to circumvent probable cause laws, thus violating civil rights. They can be trained to respond to certain cues given by handlers, making it appear that they are indicating detection of contraband, although they are actually responding to a cue. They're notoriously unreliable and terrible at sniffing out contraband.
That's not entirely true, as they can actually be good at sniffing out drugs, as from what I've researched, the reason for their low success rate is due to the police handlers misusing them. So yeah, that's another fault of the police.
Not to mention, there are ways for people to outsmart these dogs. They also attack their handlers and other police officers from time to time. Seriously, they're terrible and incredibly fucking aggressive. Just think about what they are actually trained to do. And of course, dogs have no idea what a criminal is.
Like I kinda said before, the reason as to why some police dogs are aggressive is due to the bad police officers, so a more accurate thing to say is that corrupt police are terrible. Also, saying police dogs don't know what a criminal is disingenuous, given that they're capable of tracking them down.
Science aside, the vast majority of dogs in existence are not dogs like these. You know, dogs that pull sleds, or guide dogs. In reality, they're either worthless strays or pet dogs that do nothing but cause nuisances for neighbors and the general public, in addition to the waste pollution and their unprovoked attacks.
Like I said previously, a majority of dogs don't harm people, and dog waste being left behind is the fault of the owners, not the dogs themselves. Also, a majority of dogs aren't necessarily doing anything wrong, as they're just minding their own business.
Emotional support dogs are nothing but glorified pets. Most service dogs, probably all of them, are obsolete thanks to newly emerging or pre-existing technology.
Oh, shut up. Emotional support dogs have shown to help people with problems like mental health, for example. Same with service dogs that help people with disabilities, and yeah, there are technologies that help, but what if they want a service dog? After all, everyone has different needs, and you're really going to disregard that fact? Of course you would, because you're a biased dog hater.
Further, many service dogs are simply dogs that nutters claim can do new tasks, like detecting allergens, for instance. But in reality, there is no evidence that they can do these things.
No evidence, huh? No evidence, my ass. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and like if you think these dog haters are morons.